The drafters of the 2010 Constitution envisage that a member of parliament who does not perform their duties effectively can be sent packing by his or her electorate. And that's why Article 104 of the Constitution provides for the recall clause. But do you know how difficult or easy it is to recall your member of parliament? The Constitution that was enacted in 2010 is hailed as one of the most progressive and robust supreme laws in the world. Other than providing for the process of electing various public office holders every 5 years, the Constitution provides the mechanisms for their removal. But Article 104 of the Constitution gave Parliament an opportunity to legislate on the grounds for the removal of parliamentarians and the procedure to be used. And that is exactly what the 10th Parliament did through the Elections Act of 2011.
The threshold, which is again arguable. Some people might say the people who are setting the standards are members of parliament, the 10th parliament. So they set the bar very high. I was a member of parliament in the 10th parliament. But ideally, in every democracy, the threshold must be very high so that the process of recall is not abused by busybodies or political parties and interests.
The Act, however, makes it almost impossible to unseat a member of parliament, even though it lists the grounds for recall of lawmakers. Section 45(3) of the Elections Act provides that the process of recalling a lawmaker can only be initiated once the High Court confirms that there were sufficient grounds for the removal.
What I'm only saying is, if you want to go that route, it's not a walk in the park.
And if you're keen on recalling any member of the 11th Parliament, then you can initiate the process from April this year. The Elections Act of 2011 provides that the process can only be initiated 2 years after a member of Parliament is elected, but the recall process cannot be initiated in the last year of the parliamentary term. This means the process of ejecting a member of the 10th Parliament can only be initiated between April this year and end of next year.
And you know, recall clauses, impeachments of cabinet and presidents and deputy presidents is the last resort. I mean, it's not just something you wake up every morning and you run away with it.
The Elections Act further provides that a recall petition cannot be filed against a member of parliament more than once during his or her term of parliament, and not everybody in a constituency is allowed to initiate the recall process. Any person who unsuccessfully contested against the member of parliament who is the subject of removal is not allowed to either directly or indirectly initiate the recall process.
For you to recall your member of parliament, you must be ready for a more long, tedious work, and you only have the 3rd year and the 4th year. So any recall process can only start maybe in April this year.
So while you can initiate the process of recalling your lawmaker from April this year, the Elections Act makes it almost an effort in futility. To unseat your lawmaker, you will have to get at least 30% support from the registered voters in that constituency, in addition to at least 15% voters support in all the wards in the constituency. Francis Gachuri for The Big Question.